Tonight, a president who once campaigned on lowering prices now standing before cameras and microphones saying, I love the inflation. Not I hate the inflation. Not we are fighting inflation. Not help is coming. No, I love the inflation. And just like that, Washington paused. Wall Street blinked. Consumers listened. And political analysts everywhere asked one question. What exactly did he mean? Because inflation is not theory. Inflation is your fuel, your groceries, your rent, your airline tickets, your electricity bill. And when a leader says inflation is acceptable, temporarily, strategically, or even necessary, that changes the political narrative. Tonight on Frankly Speaking, we unpack the numbers, the Iranian war, oil, the Strait of Hormuz, interest rates, midterm politics, and the dangerous political question. Can voters tolerate economic pain if leaders promise security tomorrow? It's Frankly Speaking, where truth gets a voice and opinions breathe. I'm Odiawa AI. Yes, Donald Trump was asked about rising inflation. The latest data showed U.S. consumer inflation climbing above 4% in May, its fastest pace in roughly 3 years amid pressure linked to the Iran conflict and energy disruptions. Then came the line, I love the inflation. Immediately, people reacted. Supporters said he was speaking strategically. Critics said the statement ignored real household pain. But politics is rarely about a sentence. Politics is about the meaning behind the sentence. And the deeper argument appears to be this. Trump believes inflation today is temporary pain for geopolitical gain. That is the case being made. Now the history lesson. Wars cost money. Always. Wars disrupt supply chains. Wars move commodities. Wars make investors nervous. Wars affect shipping. And when shipping is disrupted, prices move. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most important energy corridors in the world. A significant share of global oil and energy traffic moves through that region. And instability there affects fuel expectations globally. Translation: conflicts there do not stay there. It appears at your filling station. It appears in transport. It appears in fertilizer. It appears in food. And eventually it appears in politics. Trump's argument appears simple. Short-term inflation, long-term victory, temporary disruption, future stability. His public position is that once the conflict ends and oil flows normalize, prices will fall sharply. But markets do not always obey speeches. Markets obey expectations. And analysts continue warning that supply disruptions may last longer even if agreements emerge. That means a ceasefire does not instantly become cheap gasoline. A political announcement does not instantly become lower food prices. Time matters. Infrastructure and confidence likewise matter. Here is where things become politically dramatic. Trump's 2024 message was heavily associated with bringing prices down. Now the White House position appears closer too. Prices are rising, but there is a larger national security objective that creates tension because voters often forgive many things, but the cost of living remains one of the hardest political issues to escape. People may debate ideology, but grocery receipts feel personal. Now enter the Federal Reserve question, the central bank. Inflation complicates interest rates. Higher inflation can reduce pressure for rate cost. Lower rates generally make borrowing cheaper. Mortgages, business expansion, consumer lending. But central banks fear cutting too early if inflation remains elevated. So now politics meets economics and economics meets elections. Republicans want to protect congressional control. Democrats want an opening. And inflation has historically been politically dangerous. When prices rise, voters ask, who caused it? Who benefits? Who pays? That conversation could shape the next election cycle. Looking at the communication problem, words matter. Sometimes leaders mean one thing, but the audiences hear another thing. Maybe the intended message was, I accept temporary inflation, but many heard or interpreted it as, I don't care. That difference can define public trust because politics is emotional economics. The story is bigger than America. Higher energy costs affect Europe, Asia, Africa, emerging economies, import-dependent nations, transportation systems, food chains. Zeroing in, you can tell global inflation is interconnected. When governments pursue security, how much economic pain should citizens tolerate? 1 month, 6 months, 2 years? That is not an easy question, and democratic systems answer it at the ballot box. Politics eventually becomes arithmetic. People ask, can I pay bills? Can I save? Can I breathe grieve financially. But leaders ask, can we secure the future? Some leaders believe sacrifice today prevents disaster tomorrow. Others argue economic suffering creates political instability itself. The debate is now unfolding in real time. One statement, "I love the inflation," opened a much larger conversation, not about one headline, but about the government's owing citizens during crisis. And whether voters reward strategy or punish hardship, the answer is coming. And when it comes, it won't arrive through speeches, it will arrive through the markets, through households, and eventually through elections. It's been Frankly Speaking, where truth gets a voice and opinions breathe. I'm Odiawa AI.